I have a few self tanners I think you're going to like. Hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. I got into using self tanners a few years ago, and I've tried different kinds. I know the smell offends a lot of people, and some people just stay away from them just because of the smell. Some are stronger smelling than others. Some have added fragrance. Now, if you watch any of my other videos, you know that I don't like scented products, and there are only a few that I can handle that have scent in them. So I'm going to share with you some tanners for both body and face that I use that I like a lot. Now, my preference is to use foam self tanners that are also called tanning mousses. I have used gels. They're okay. It's just more of a preference thing, but I have found that using a mitt to apply it is a must. Now, when you find a self tanner and it has color in it, that color that you see when you put it on your mitt or on your hand, the color is just called a guide. So when you hear people talk about the guide in the tanner, they just mean it helps you guide it onto your skin. And then later when you shower, you'll see some of that guide on the shower floor coming off. So that's all that it's there to do. So you could buy a self tanner. There are some that have absolutely no color in them in the bottle and when they come out on the mitt, but then you don't know where you've gotten it on your skin and where you're missing. If you're new to self tanners, a brand that I would suggest you try because it's not too expensive and it works really well is St. Moriz. Now, I've been using this one for a few years now. What I do suggest is that you buy a new one every season. So I don't self tan all year. I only do it starting in the spring when I'm starting to wear, well, when it gets warmer outside. So you might even live somewhere that is warm all year though, and you want to use it all year. But I would suggest tossing the old ones because the guide can become green. It's kind of a weird color. So if you buy a new bottle of self tanner and it comes out green, return it right away because that's old product. So this is the St. Moriz. As I said, the tanning mousse. I like the dark, even though I'm fair. I bought the medium. I think it's too light. And I'm not going to put it on a minute. I'm going to put it on some paper towels so you can see the color. This is a brand new bottle. I just give it a little, I don't shake it, but I give it a little toss. So I'm going to put a little bit on here so that you can see the color. Again, that's the guide because the product in here or the ingredient in here that makes your skin a different color doesn't have any color in it itself. It just changes the color of your skin. So I really like this one. I think you'll like the price. I like it better than Saint-Tropez. I think Saint-Tropez is this, to me, it works the same. It gives me the same color. It goes on just as easily, and it's more expensive. So why pay more than you need to? I don't think you need to. Now the thing is, if you're starting off new, you do need some practice. So you can get a mitt like this at just about any store. Now this is the back side. It's the foaming side that you use. And then afterward, you rinse it off under the sink and use some soap and you'll see the color of the guide come out of it. And then I just hang it on a towel and let it dry overnight. Now, it takes some practice to not have streaking. So don't wait until you have a special event and then you're going to do self-tanning for the first time. No, practice before you do this. Now, the other thing you'll want to do before you self-tan is to exfoliate. So there are all kinds of scrubs on the market. Use that in either the shower or the bathtub to scrub yourself first. And you might want to start by just doing your legs and feet. That's fine. And then because a lot of like your arms will naturally get tan outside. But if you want to start with the whole body, I start with the legs and then work up to doing your whole body. My preference is to do this at night. and to stay in the bathroom for a few minutes longer while it dries. It can take 5 or 10 minutes to dry, so just bring something in there to read. And then I like to put on long pajamas. If I do my upper body, I'm going to wear long sleeve pajamas, but always I'm wearing long pants pajamas to bed. And then when I wake up the next day, I'm all tan. Just need a quick shower to shower off the guide. Now, another one that I really liked that I haven't repurchased, it's the Tarte Brazilians Plus Self Tanner, and it comes with a mitt. This is a gel. And I remember in another video saying I'd really like this one because they put a scent in it that I can handle, so it masks the scent of what creates the tanning in the product. But it's a gel, and I said I really wish they would make this in a foam. But if you buy it, you get this really nice mitt. It's a two-sided mitt that's super, super nice. But they have come out in Brazilians with a foam. So this is what they call their 2-hour express in the Brazilians. Now, I used both of these last night on half my body was this one, the Tarte, and half my body was the St. Moriz. This one also actually has a beautiful color when it goes on your body. So, you know, they look the same. They look like chocolate, the Moriz and the Tarte. But when it's on your body, it has this golden glow from the guide. But of course, that rinses off the next day. So even though it's 2-hour, I still kept it on overnight. So now I want to show you a picture of my legs this morning. And I'll point out on the picture which side is the Tarte Brazilians and which side is the St. Moriz. I think the St. Moriz looks a little darker. That's how it looks to me. By the time you see it from a picture through camera lens, through whatever device you're using to see this video, you can be the judge of that. I have used them before today, and I think they both wear nicely. I think they apply nicely. And it's up to you how many days you go by before you reapply. I think these are both wonderful. And what I forgot to mention is the thing that I like about this, it's as if they took their gel product and made it into a foam. So this one is scented with a fragrance, but it's not too strong, but it does mask that scent that tanners tend to have. Let's move on to the face. Now the face can be tricky because a lot of us don't want to be using these foams on our face for whatever reason. We don't want that on our skin, on our facial skin, or we don't want the smell right near our nose. So what I've been using is the Clarins Radiance Plus Golden Glow Booster. And this is a liquid and it has a little button on the bottom. So what you do with this is you add it to your moisturizer, either in the morning. Now for me, I use sunscreen in the morning. That's the last product I use, or at night I use a moisturizer. So you can do it at either time of day. It's up to you. And what you're going to do is first, I always open this up because pretty soon I'm going to be one-handed. So I open up the bottle, then I take, and in the B-roll, you're seeing me open my sunscreen, and then I'm going to put just the dollop, little tiny bit of sunscreen on the palm of my hand. Then I flip the Clarins bottle upside down and I press the button with my thumb. Now, the very first time you use this, you're going to be using 3 drops. And then according to the instructions, to maintain it, maybe every 3 days, it's up to you, you're going to use 2 drops. And then you mix the lotion with the Clarins product, and then you put it all over your face. And then make sure to wash your hands afterward, because if you wait too long or you just take the extra and put it on your neck and then forget to wash your hands for an hour, you're going to have a suntanned palm. You don't want to do that. Now, I used that last night, and today, instead of foundation, I'm using a light BB cream because I didn't want to have a lot of foundation on. I'm not using a bronzer. I'm using a little bit of pink blush, and that's it. That's all I'm using. So it gives me a really nice light tan glow. I love it. So it's expensive, but a lot of this will last you a long time. And this one you don't need, like if you don't use all of it up by the end of the season and then the next spring you want to start using it again, you don't have to buy a new one. This one stays really fresh. It doesn't turn color on you like the foams will. So that's my self-tanning story, and I hope you like these products. I don't think you have to go out and buy a bunch of products. I've tested a bunch of them over several years. These are fantastic for women over 50, for any women, really, but I'm 60, so it really works for me well, and I don't have to go out in the sun to get a tan. Check out one of my other videos by clicking its image on the right side of your screen, and I'll see you in the next video.